My dear friends, today I'll be discussing about a condition or medical condition known as Feltis syndrome. Feltis syndrome, also known as Felty syndrome, it is an autoimmune disorder of rare type. It may be associated with rheumatoid arthritis and it consists of a important triad, that is three important component, and these are: number 1 is rheumatoid arthritis, number 2 is splenomegaly, number 3 is neutropenia or low neutrophil count. So these three important component constitutes the Felty syndrome, which is a autoimmune disorder of rare variety. Now it is mostly common in people of 50 to 70 years age group, and it is very much common in female compared to male. Now, because of chronic rheumatoid arthritis, this Felty syndrome is associated. So what are the sign symptoms? Mostly the sign symptoms of Felty syndrome is based on the rheumatoid arthritis, that is painful, stiff and swollen joints. Joints are painful and they are inflamed and it is very painful, and they may be associated with splenomegaly or pain on the left upper abdomen, that is maybe because of enlargement of spleen. Besides, there may be neutropenia or low neutrophil count, which increase the risk of infection. So patient may also complain of various respiratory infection, and they may also complicate to form any type of respiratory pathology like pneumonia also. Besides, there may be dry eye or keratoconjunctivitis sicca, or which is also known as dry eye, may be seen because of less tear formation. This Felty syndrome may also present with fever, weight loss and fatigue also. And along with the splenomegaly, there may be hepatomegaly as well as anemia. The anemia because of hypersplenic function, that RBC are destroyed before their lifespan of 120 days. So this leads to increase breakdown of RBC because of splenomegaly or hypersplenism or hyperfunction of the spleen, and that's why there is low RBC count, which leads to anemia. So these are the various sign symptoms of Felty syndrome. The most important sign symptom is associated with rheumatoid arthritis, there is swollen painful joints, inflamed joints. Then there may be sign symptoms of splenomegaly, that is pain on the left upper abdomen. Besides, there may be hepatomegaly, then infection may be there because there is neutropenia. So some infection the person may be prone to, like respiratory infections. Besides, anemia may be there. So these are the various sign symptoms of Felty syndrome. Next comes the complication of Felty syndrome. What are the complications? Number 1 complication is respiratory infection. Some person, because of low neutrophil count or neutropenia, may lead to respiratory infection and even may lead to pneumonia also. Then there may be splenomegaly. Splenomegaly is one of the important constituent or component of Felty syndrome. So there may be splenomegaly or splenic enlargement. Besides, there may be lymph node enlargement and skin hyperpigmentation. So these are the various complications of Felty syndrome. Then comes the cause, or what is the pathology or pathophysiology of Felty syndrome. So real cause of the Felty syndrome cannot be identified, but according to some literature or concept, it is because of chronic arthritis, rheumatic arthritis. Because of chronic arthritis, it leads to Felty syndrome, and it is associated with gene or HLA, that is HLA-DR4. So there is some linking with HLA-DR4, which ultimately focuses its autoimmune disease or autoimmune mechanism because it is associated with arthritis. So the pathophysiology is mainly associated with HLA, that is HLA-DR4. Then it is associated with chronic rheumatoid arthritis, which leads to Felty syndrome. Now, how to treat? The treatment is actually that there is no separate treatment for Feltis syndrome. The treatment of Feltis syndrome mainly consists of treatment of the arthritis. So for that we need to give immunosuppressive therapy or immunosuppressive drugs, even steroids. Beside, if there is a too much splenomegaly or splenic enlargement is very much or too big, the spleen become too big, then splenectomy can be done, which ultimately increase the neutrophil count, because neutrophils are destroyed in the spleen. So once the splenectomy is done, then anemia, neutropenia, all are corrected, and there is a gradual increase in the neutrophil count. Besides, some other drugs like leflunomide as well as rituximab are also given in some cases. And according to recent concept, gold therapy are also indicated in case of Feltis syndrome. The main treatment strategy for Feltis syndrome is to correct the rheumatic arthritis, because rheumatic arthritis is autoimmune in nature and leads to systemic inflammation, which leads to fever and various sign symptoms of the disease. So that's why the main treatment modality for Feltis syndrome is to treat the rheumatic arthritis via immunosuppressive drugs. If the splenomegaly is very sensitive or too much, or there is the splenic enlargement is very high, then we can go for splenectomy so as to remove the spleen, which will ultimately increase the neutrophil count as well as increase the RBC count. Both neutropenia and anemia can be corrected. Beside, gold therapy can be another important treatment policy which are indicated in some cases. So this is all about Feltis syndrome, and again I am telling, it is a rare autoimmune disorder which is associated with arthritis, especially rheumatoid arthritis, and there may be splenomegaly as well as neutropenia. Thank you very much.